It's the second week of the XYZ International School Professional Development course. The course focuses on incorporating Web 2.0 tools in the K-12 STEM classroom. Ms. Henry and Mr. Jones seem to be having a very difficult time in this course. Mrs. Vaughn, who is a trained instructional designer and the PD instructor, notices these two teachers rarely participate in the course activities. When they do participate, most of their results are below average. Since Mrs. Vaughn uses a learning management system that records student analytics, she ran a report and she noticed that for the first two formative assessments, both Miss Henry and Mr. Jones spent over 25 minutes to complete them. They achieved a 54% and a 57% respectively. Undoubtedly, this worries Mrs. Vaughn, and so she continues to do her research, do her data analysis to figure out how best she can support these learners. This is similar to a situation most of us face in the classroom. The first thing we need to do when we notice our students are failing is to do a data analysis. Now, a number of things might contribute to this lack of participation and low scores as outlined here. O'Neill Hickson found that analyzing data helps the instructor to re-examine the design, uncover areas of concern, and provide opportunities for improvement. Using Chickering and Gamson's 7 principles for good practices helps us to work with learners to meet learning objectives. The first thing an instructor can do is encourage open communication through a strong virtual presence. They can email the student to get them back on track, and what this does is it contributes to student motivation and involvement. In addition, the instructor may facilitate a virtual office using WebEx or GoMeeting software. What this does is it allows the instructor to quickly identify and clear up any misconceptions that the students had. Good learning, like good work, is collaborative and social. Some students may not like group work or collaboration due to the uneven distribution of the workload. The instructor can create a system to monitor group interactions and have students send summaries of their activity contributions within the team. According to Chickering and Gamson, students don't learn much by sitting in class and listening to the teacher. Instructors should create opportunities for learners to engage in more authentic and real-world activities. These activities will help them with knowledge construction as well as application, according to Bangert 2004. Instructors can also offer evaluative and corrective feedback on assignments. This helps students identify gaps and misconceptions in their learning. After making the corrections, students will see progress in their grades and develop confidence and motivation to continue working hard. By providing students with a course schedule, and through regular course announcement, the instructor can help struggling students to manage their time and encourage them to work on various phases of an assignment. This, in fact, will improve their grade. The 6th principle states that communicating high expectations to learners can motivate them. The instructor must therefore inform the students of these expectations and support the students as they strive to achieve them. Respecting that students have varying abilities and learning styles will motivate the instructor to be flexible and not try to implement a one-size-fits-all solution. He or she should therefore inquire what appeals to the struggling learners and adjust accordingly. The next thing we'll focus on is how to make in-course corrections. During the activities, the course materials can be redesigned as mini learning units with clear learning objectives. This will encourage the students to pace themselves more effectively while they explore a topic and connect prior and new knowledge. This learner strategy prevents discouragement by making the learner more manageable. For learner engagement, the instructor can provide more flexible learning opportunities, which enable students to make choices about how they want to learn. Example, students can choose a course delivery format that best aligns with their individual needs and learning preferences. If assessments show students still have not grasped concepts, then retesting or grade adjustments can be accommodated. A pre-assessment should be conducted to gauge students' prior knowledge before every instruction. When presenting and interpreting data, we must always ensure that it is valid and reliable. As it pertains to students' performance, this data should reflect the process from the development or developing of the issue to the collecting of the data and finally the outcome. Further, students' agency and participation in the collection, analysis, and use of their data are recognized and always protected. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment box or send me an email.